will be. Yeah. This will be an everlasting love. This will be. Hey. Hey, man. Who sing that song?
Natalie Cole.
Huh?
Natalie Cole.
Natalie Cole. That's right. That's right. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
How you doing? Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
They speaking to you, baby.
Hi, babe.
They cooking burgers. I wanted a homemade burger.
She didn't want chicken. She wanted
I want no
burger.
chicken. I want a homemade burger. So she fixing the burger. Hold on.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. How's that? Is that right?
Yeah. You sit right there.
This will be a. Don't burn my burger.
Oh, your burger done.
Yeah.
We're waiting on the bacon.
Bacon. We got bacon?
I'm putting bacon on mine.
Okay. Hey, Smitty. I'm doing better, Smitty.
Hi, Smitty.
Do y'all have a contract with Adidas? No, they won't sponsor us. They won't sponsor us. We keep trying. We keep trying.
They have no idea what they have. They got gold on their hands. They have no idea. No idea. That fan helps out a lot, huh?
Yeah.
I'm toasting my bun, guys. I'm toasting my bun. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. Mom doing good. She told me to say y'all thank y'all again for the birthday wishes and birthday
Sewing
love.
into her life.
And coming into her life and enjoying herself. I'm better. I just, try not to get overheated. Have my sinuses all jacked up. Hello, Swing Miss J. We're praying and missing y'all. Okay. Yeah. I'm okay. As long as I don't move around fast and even. Hey, Poop Law. Did I say it right? Hey.
You just want tomato, right, baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Lettuce.
Yes. Hey, Kashana. Hey, Mookie 22.
If you want some cheese
Hey,
on yours.
Leia. I don't want no cheese.
What's wrong with you?
I don't want no cheese.
You don't want no burger then.
I don't want no cheese.
You don't want no burger.
Hey, the mom, Texas. Let's see, Judy, Love Bug. Shape 5, what is going on with you? Birstar, I think that's Veronica. Sabrina, Mrs. Kane, understanding my smile, what's happening with ya? Can Miss J come to my makeup for no? Hey Seahawk, hey Sean. Let's see here.
Baby, what you saying no to people
Busy
for?
lady. I'm new to live. Can I join the family? You in the live? Hey. Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, Jerry, they don't know why they be playing. They be playing Jerry. They be playing with Swain. Hey, Love Strong for one. Thank you for that. Hey, Yellow Roses. Hey, P. Bishop. Berry Love. Hey, what's going on, Liz? What's up, Faye? I know that name anywhere. What's going on, Faye? Crystal, what's happening? Bluff, somebody. Sister P was happening. Alicia. Hey, Alicia Caston.
That's what I should.
What's going on, Alicia? Good to see you. How that baby doing? Hey, in delay. Mom says thanks for sowing into her life. Hey, LaShondra. Always good message at the right time. Oh, that was you that did the message. That said that you needed that. Appreciate you. You back, Way. Glad to see you back. Yeah, y'all, we've been under the weather. Baby fixing burgers today. She good? Okay. She good. I know she getting bad. Hey, Dreadhead. Remember, Faye, baby girl? You remember Faye, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, she in here. She said, hey, I need you to turn on colors. What you say now? Hey, Novi, what's going on? What you say? What you say? Shout long, I don't know, see y'all. Shout out from Youngtown, Ohio. Okay.
Ohio.
Yeah, like the outfit. See, we had it different yesterday. I had on the purple and baby had on the white, and today baby got on the purple and I got on because Nadesha sent us two. She sent us both the purple and white, and so we just switched it around today.
All right, over there.
Hey, Keisha Guillory Fusler. Fusler. I hope I said your name right. Creole Lady, what's going on? Sugar Mama, what's happening? Raleigh, North Carolina. What'd you say, baby?
Oh, you was sound like you was about to cough. I said,
Oh no, I'm okay. I cleared my throat.
All right.
Yo, we talking about 80-20. I wonder how many of y'all know about this 80-20. Tell me how many of y'all know about this 80-20, because I don't know about the 80-20. I come in at 100%. How many of y'all know about this 80-20? Oh, let's see. You have not what? Have not been on YouTube. I definitely need to get someone talking me through. I'm old school. Okay. Let's talk about this 80-20. I do, because I went through it. Tosha, how you say your name? Tosha Allen? Am I saying your name right? Hey, Liz. Hey, Tiger.
We about to eat.
Yeah, we finna eat and talk about this 80-20.
Don't say what you gotta say right now.
But baby said we finna eat first. Tosha, I said your name right. Tosha. I heard about one give 80, the other gives 20. Baby, they don't happen around these parts. Your past relationship was 80-20. You sure right. Hey, TikTok Lady Copy, she in here? She always at work. She don't never chime in here. And I still didn't understand the concurrent and consecutively. I ain't understand it. What's going on, Rhonda?
So she wasn't consecutive and coming back and getting back.
Yeah, she didn't come get in the live to explain concurrent and consecutively to me.
Oh,
she left me out here by myself. What happened? She left me out here by myself.
What you want to drink, honey?
Okay. Fight. I'm on here trying to get home. You was trying to get home yesterday. And didn't chime in. Look us out here hanging.
Here, baby.
Okay. Woo! That's gonna get me off. I'm gonna get off you, but you need to chime in here when you get home and explain some things to me. Dumb it down for me. I left 80 for 20 and it was horrible. What?
Where's mom?
Hey, Miss Gloria. Hey, Kenya Mance. Did I say your name right? Hey, Cash Flow.
Baby, you supposed to be putting stuff on your burger. Go ahead and get it
I'm
ready.
waiting on you.
All right.
I'm waiting on you. Get me in trouble. Hey, the Queen Green. I think that was you we talked to yesterday. The comedian. I want to say that. Hey, Jackie.
Here.
Huh?
Y'all give us a second.
because I don't like my food to get cold. So hold on just a second, please. Hi, TLC. Please hold.
She ain't come in
Huh? I thought you was talking to her.
earlier. She driving home, trying to
Okay.
get home. Okay. Lord, thank you for this food about to receive in the name of Jesus. We pray, Lord. Amen.
Amen. Everybody say amen.
Amen. Amen again. And no, y'all can't have none.
Oh, she said hey. Hey.
Yeah.
Got problems over here, girl. You got a frequent flyer or something? I need help.
Yeah. The sun goes.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh, never mind. You got it. You're bacon.
Yeah.
I did bacon cheeseburgers, even though she don't want cheese on hers. So I got lettuce, tomato,
And then
bacon, and cheese on mine. A toasted bun. For y'all gonna get up off me about the toasted bun.
80-20 rule is my husband cheated on me and then the other woman wasn't doing what I was, so he tried.
Oh, hold on. Do we need to record this, honey?
Yeah, I already did.
What'd you do?
Mix it up.
I didn't touch anything. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. The bacon's not for you to eat. You're supposed to eat with your burger.
Wait a minute, y'all. Explain the 80-20. What's 80-20, first of all? Because I ain't used to this. I ain't in a relationship with me. It's 100 by 100. Everybody come in at 100%. But y'all,
Well, what is the 80-20 rule, first
To
of
y'all,
all?
what's the
Explain
80?
what
Yeah.
you heard or what you know. Tell me.
yeah.
Then I'm about to get in that ass. So-
Neat, that's you, Neat, from yesterday when you said you was a comedian. I don't want to mix you up with nobody. Was that you? Never leave your 80 for 20.
What does that mean, though?
Y'all got to tell us.
What does 80 and 20 mean? Break it down. Dumb it down for us. What does it mean?
When you think the grass is green on the other side, there's no such thing as 80-20. I'm with you, Patricia.
Right. Meaning no one's at okay, I get that. Okay, because meaning no one's at 100%, right? I get that part. However, I don't want you coming in thinking you just gonna give 80%. When you go to work, do you say, you know what, I'm just gonna give them 50% today? You want to be the best that you
ain't
can
got to
be
say
at
it.
whatever.
You can do it. You ain't
But
got
no,
to
but I'm
say
just
it.
saying you shouldn't even have that mindset. You want to be the best, whatever it is that you're doing, even in a relationship. I want to damn near come close to giving 100%. You see what I'm saying? To me, that's the way that I look at it.
Jerry Johnson
I'm
say,
just quiet.
sure, Jerry Johnson say, sure, what's 80-20?
We're giving 100% both ways.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because I want everything whatever you got to give me, I want every bit of it. I should be able to get what you don't give other individuals. That's the privilege I have of giving. You might give your friendships 80-20, but in this relationship, you won't give me at least 99.
I'm giving
Was
you 100,
that 99.9% of germs?
So I'm giving you 200, baby.
You
get 200, baby.
You gonna give me something, and I'm gonna take it.
Yo, this ain't about us now. We just talking about it. TJ's talked a lot about this. What did he say?
Because we heard something about 80-20, but we weren't sure, so we said she's gonna do a lot about 80-20.
Thank you, Eve, I can't say your name. What did you say? Hey, family. Hey, Miss Diva.
80-20 is about the percentage of effort.
Oh.
Okay.
No, they asking. Isn't it about the
I
percentage
love
of effort?
20% to get 100%. Okay, but it's got to be effort though. To think about it, it has to be.
Wait a minute, division yard. Let me see, hold on. Division yard, so scroll up. Someone else, but not, someone else worth it, but you can work with 80 and work up from there. Y'all supposed to go in at 100. What y'all coming with? But see, I still say this 80-20 stuff is for these heterosexual relationships. I ain't never had to divide nothing up like that.
Heterosexual. Look, and I had to sit here and think. I said heterosexual. I ain't never heard it put that way before.
Yeah, cause I ain't never. When you go in a relationship, you go in a relationship at 100. You don't go in dividing that stuff up. I'm sorry, the division. You're gonna have to paste, copy and paste. It's going real fast. 80-20, Shelly. We're talking about 80-20. I'm trying to understand her. No, I'm hungry at all kinds. Exactly. Watch Kelly Piper, Why Did I Get Married? I seen that, but see, that's a TV show. I really don't think that's how he feels. You understand? That's a TV show. I really don't believe a TV show is actually how he feels. He's acting.
80-20 is mathematical what?
It means 80% of possible outcomes result from 20% of all causes. I know not the show, not the movie, but still, it's acting. I don't really think he feels that way. Yeah. You give 100% effort. What you say, wait? You give 100% effort, yes, but the person may be missing 20% of what you need as you all grow and evolve.
And so that's where communication comes in, and you tell people, because nobody's a mind reader. Now tell that person what you need, and like you said, let them work their way up to that.
Evolve, it can be as simple as them not being clean enough for you. And I sent you a quick. Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. Wait, let me get TLC in here. Hey, bestie.
Hi.
How you doing?
Why y'all didn't fit me in the play?
Why you froze, bestie? Why you froze?
I'm good.
Okay. Bestie, tell me about this concurrent and consecutively.
So we finna go back. First of all, I want both of y'all to stop watching TV.
What you say?
I'm sorry.
I want y'all to stop watching TV.
We had no choice. We were
Just
sick.
stop.
Yeah.
Okay, stop watching TV and coming up with all these damn questions. Listen. I was out driving yesterday like, Lord, these two right here. Okay, say for instance, if you get 15 years for armed robbery and you get 25 years for murder, either way you're gonna do, like if it's consecutive, you're gonna do both. You're gonna do the 25 and the 15, and they ain't joined. But some charges you can get where they can go congruent, meaning, say, okay, if they did the bigger case, which was 25, and you got this one over here that's, let's just say you got another charge that was 30. You still got 5 more after that 25. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You got a charge for 25 and you got a charge for 30. If
Right.
it's congruent, they're gonna give you credit for the 25 on your 30, but you still got 5 more years to serve.
But
So
why?
you finish that
That makes
25. You finish that 25. You finish that first 25, and because your second sentence was 30, you're gonna do 5
I
more.
was at 30.
So
you're
why
not
not say
30.
why not say you got 55 years?
Yeah, but that's if it's consecutive, then you're gonna do the 25 and then the 30.
Okay.
They ain't gonna
Y'all,
count
for y'all
with
that
each other.
don't know what's going on, this was the conversation from yesterday when we were talking about consecutive and concurrent. So she's answering the question that we had yesterday.
Bless her heart.
We're still talking about the 80-20 rule today, but she's answering the question from yesterday. You know, because somebody said, I thought we was talking about the 80-20.
What are your thoughts on
Yeah.
the 80-20?
Yeah, what's your thought on the 80-20?
You said,
Well, it ain't looked at from the person who's doing right. It's the person who's doing wrong. Take a man, for instance, who cheats on his wife. He can see everything in his wife. She's doing great and she ain't doing nothing wrong. But there's still a part of him that's seeking something more. Like, is there something more? The question is in his mind. And when he goes for something that he perceives is better than his wife, she ends up not being but a 20 because it looked like 100 to him because it wasn't his. But when he get it, it ain't going to be what his wife gave to him.
wow.
Damn.
That's the 80-20. So you can't look at it from the standpoint of the person who's doing right. You got to do it from the standpoint of the person who's doing
So
wrong.
it's the whole thing, like you said, the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Oh, it's green on the other side. Right. Right.
Wow.
Look at my friend, Lord.
Yeah, I'm
Come on.
because I'm like this. You going in the relationship at 100. Why people going in
But
it?
it has nothing to do
The
with. But this is
mindset
the
of
thing.
dividing shit up.
This is the flip side. I understand what you're saying too. But what my 100% is might not look like 100% to Jay. What your 100% is today, mine might not look like that. It might not look like 100 to me.
I get it. I get that part.
But that doesn't mean you're not giving 100% of yourself. Like me and you standing side by side giving 100, but it might look different.
Okay.
So
you might be stronger at certain things than I'm stronger at other things, right? It's perception.
Okay.
Well, me, the way that we were talking about it, and the way I look at it, is like I said, you don't go to work saying, I'm going to give 80. You know what I mean? You want to be the best that you can be. So even in your relationship, I want to give damn near close to 100%. I know we have our bad days, but I want to make sure communicating with her and knowing what she needs, I'm going to make sure I give her damn near close to that 100.
Okay, so I got a question.
Like if I give the example with the people that I work with the perception that, like, let's use my work environment. I supervise a group of men, and if say for instance I just take 5 of them, the one that I perceive as giving me 100%. It may not look like the 5th guy, but it might be his 100%. Like he may be meeting the minimum requirement, but he's meeting them. Whereas I can say, okay, he's giving me 100% of what he got, but then dude number 1 is giving me what is required of him and some. But that's his 100%. That 5th guy might. He giving 100% of what he got.
Well,
okay, I got a question.
You with me, friend? Okay.
I got a question. Okay, say. Okay, how long does it take to get you? Okay, I ain't for this 80-20 shit. How long, if you coming into it at 80-20, how long does it take to get that person?
But that doesn't mean
20 to 80.
That don't mean you coming in it. That means coming in 80-20. Like I said, you gotta the 80-20 only allows the person who steps out.
What now?
Both giving each other 100. Y'all giving 100%, and then
you're cutting it out.
Wow.
She must be older by the mall.
My eye been caught by somebody else. Can y'all hear me?
You're cutting in and out.
You're cutting in and out.
I'm going through the tree.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I hear
Okay.
you. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just looking crazy because I don't understand.
But you gotta look because you're a person who ain't about the infidelity life. So it's not gonna be like
She says it's not
common
sense
sense.
You're not down.
You're not the person who's trying to cheat.
Wait,
No,
wait,
you're
the
not
80-20 for people that cheat? Okay.
Yes, 80-20 is for people that ready to creep.
She said
because they'll have 100% at home and know that their wife gonna take care of them and be there for them and support them and uplift them, but they still feel like something's missing. So they allow their eyes to wander and go look at this 20. This in all actuality, she a 20 because if she knows he with somebody, she ain't shit. And he's looking at he got something that my wife ain't got. She ain't shit.
Damn.
She can't cook. She can't support him because all she is about herself. So you just took a 20 for your 80.
Damn.
Why you?
Yo.
I'm just saying, it's basically like you just went. Dang, I mean, even though you assumed that what you had out there is better than what at home, but that's the whole thing is that I don't know. I'm just saying.
And it ain't common sense or common practice for people who are on the straight and narrow and they get in relationships and they're fully committed. These are for 80-20 applies to a cheating some bitch.
Say it again. Some of my bitch.
Some more bitch.
TLC says some more bitch. Wow. So in a way, it's making sense because you said it only applies to people who don't want to do right.
Right.
To
'Cause if you
justify
want to do right, you got your
somebody
100
doing
already. Right. If you are a person who is not trying to cheat or creep or go outside of what you've already committed to, this ain't an issue for you because you already feel like you got 100 at home.
And I damn right.
My
Right.
girl is a
So it don't apply to us. It don't apply to us.
My girl
Y'all
is a
stupid.
dime. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Well-
so let me ask, this is a dumb question, but I'm gonna ask it. So people get in relationship with the mindset of 80-20.
No, they don't go in with the mindset, but things over a course of time and being in a relationship, say for instance, they've been in a relationship 20, 30 years. And then he decides he wants to have a wandering eye because he feel like home done changed. She boring. They done settled into a routine of things. And it ain't working for him no more. At least that's what he think until he figure out what I had at home was actually way better than this.
Damn. But it's just too easy to just leave.
Yeah, but he still wanted to hold on to it because he knew what he had was a good thing, but he had curiosity as to whether or not there was something better.
He was trying to see something.
He was trying to see something. So,
Right, he was just trying to see something.
okay, so this
That's it.
80-20 don't concur consecutively. I'm trying to understand, man.
You're stupid.
I don't agree with the 80-20
You just
thing.
stay on the straight and narrow because I ain't ready to come to no funeral. Okay, you stay to your 100. Okay, that's all you need to know.
That's all I'm
You ain't got to
saying.
worry about 80s and 20s, and that's all.
So
Right.
wait,
That's
when Teddy say not 60-40, not 70-30,
Not 50-50 love.
yeah, so that's what he was talking about when he was talking about that song. That song,
What'd you say?
that Teddy Pendergrass song.
Say it again.
What's that one?
You know, 60-40.
Not 70-30, not 60-40. Talking about
Right.
50 love. That is,
Well, he talking about something different.
You come out.
Yeah, he trying to say you bring you, I'm gonna bring me, and we gonna make this 100. I think when people commit to a relationship, you should bring your best self. They should bring their best selves, and y'all figure out how to be better people together.
Together. Exactly. Exactly.
right.
I'm with you on that one.
I don't give a damn about no numbers, because sometimes people get together and you might find somebody at the worst moment of their lives, and they might be at best a 40 because they done been through it, and they in the bottom of it right now, but they on the come up. So, and maybe your energy that you bringing into a relationship and your commitment and y'all efforts is gonna get them from a 40 to that 100 that they know they can be,
There you
or
go.
that you see that they can be.
That's a problem. I
That's
can't
a
be in that
word. That's a
100.
word.
I'm staying at
I'm gonna have to
100.
put my name on that. I'm gonna put my name on that shit.
Get that TM.
I
Trademark.
came in at 100. I'm staying at 100, and I'm all about being
Yeah.
100. So all this 80-20 crap.
I mean, and even with that, I'll tell anybody, everybody ain't gonna be 100% their best every single day.
Right.
All of us
Bad
have
days.
bad days.
Right.
Yeah, but that's why you take the time to get to know your spouse so that y'all can navigate through those.
You
those
work through that
situations.
shit.
Right. Oh, you
Right.
mad today? And you feel like you need to go in another room, but you ain't staying nowhere else. Like, you don't get the shit twisted.
Okay.
Hello.
Ain't no
got other
head,
rooms
no
in the
pillow until we talk about
Right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Let's get it together.
Yeah. Well, all right then, friend.
Thanks for helping us understand. We appreciate you so much. But we can't stop watching TV though. What else we gonna do?
I still don't understand. I still don't understand. Concurrent consecutively. I just know it all go
You
together.
just okay. We got answer. I got an answer for that too. Just keep your ass out of jail.
Oh, you ain't gotta worry about it. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm a law-abiding citizen. You ain't gotta worry about me.
So you won't have to worry about definition of nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Hell, nothing.
Okay.
Only word you need to know then is freedom. That's it.
Freedom.
Well, I'm
All
gonna.
right, but we gonna let you get out here.
We appreciate you.
All right, I'm headed home.
All right, we appreciate
Talk
you
to y'all
coming
later.
in, friend.
All right, love y'all.
Love
you
y'all too. Bye.
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 All right. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Get y'all back in here on this TV. Whew. Well, I just never, had to deal with that. I bring my everything. I just bring my everything. I just ain't never.
Y'all are honest and real.
I just never had to worry about dividing shit up. I'm gonna give you all of me.
I just never. I heard people talk about it, but I just never looked at a relationship from the standpoint of 80-20, or if I wasn't with that person anymore, I was like, oh, because they was giving 20. I didn't look at it as that. You know what I mean? Either you're gonna do right or you're not.
Swing, it confused you even more. Yes, I'm very confused.
She all right.
I'm very confused. Hey, Juanita. That's all I got. But I noticed a lot of people know the 80-20 rule. You know? I noticed a lot of people know that stuff. And I'm like...
But it shouldn't even be... Hey, Kim.
Hey, y'all, what's happening?
It shouldn't even be to that point where you're putting numbers on... Because in a way, that's like keeping tabs. Like, well, I did this, you did that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who does that? Just to me in a relationship.
So my question is, how long, if you got the mindset of an 80-20 mindset rule, how long does it take you to get your mate where you want them to be at 80?
Well, to me, I would say it depends on what you're asking. You know what I'm saying? Because some people can ask for some stuff that you'd be like, okay, that's just totally impossible. But you have to me, I should be able to give you as much time as you need, as long as I see that you're putting forth the effort and you're trying. Then if that takes 6 months or whatever, because who can put time on, well, you need to be at this point by in 3 months or else. Well, then you can or else me. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I'm not gonna put that much. I'm not gonna put that on myself. But my thing is, if I know you're putting forth the effort, then I'm gonna give you as much time as you need, because I see that you're trying.
And that so you're saying that's what saves it, is a person trying.
Right. It's a show, because then that means that they're willing to put in the work and the effort. Whatever I need to do to make this relationship work, then they're gonna put in that effort. Now, when you see nobody's putting in effort, then okay, I'm only the one who wants this. You don't want it like I want it. So remember how we talked about people?
That's when people I thought that's what you talk about in the beginning. You find out your life, dislikes, what you do, what you won't do.
But at the same time, some people grow, people change, because they don't consistently or consecutively or concurrently, whatever. Anywho, they don't check in. Like we constantly check in, and people might say that's too much, as we do, but we check in to make sure that we're not only in the same book, but we're on the same page, the same chapter, we're same paragraph. We make sure that we're on the same page, because people change, people grow. Nobody stays the same. You're not. I wasn't at 51. I'm not the same person that I am. I'm 55. At 55, I wasn't the same person that I'm at 51.
I'm not the same person at 50 as I am at 51.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
people change, people grow, your needs change. So you got to be careful because you do like this, and then later on try to figure out, well, when did that happen? Because it's lack of communication.
Somebody say maybe she wants out, but the easy thing to do is to leave.
Right. Why can't you just say,
Just leave.
I want out?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you should be able to.
Shelly said you should be at 100 at the beginning of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Miss Lynn. I
Miss
see you
Lynn.
in here, Miss Lynn.
Hey, Sherry Rose.
Hey, She Dope Creations. What's going on?
Hey, She Dope.
Miss Johnson.
Hey, Jay.
Miss Johnson.
What was that noise?
You turned off your stuff? Over there?
No, it sounded like the.
All right, do I need to pull out my knife?
No. I'm saying it sounded like the system. It's not over here because that don't talk. It just ding.
Okay. Those
You didn't
checks, those check-in vitamins and similar partners deal with depression and anxiety.
Excuse her, y'all.
I'm eating.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you still say excuse me, honey.
Shit.
Say excuse me.
Excuse me.
What you say?
Be 100 at the beginning of the relationship. I totally agree.
What did TLC say?
Wait, let me go back down. She said those check-in are vital. It's similar when partners deal with depression and anxiety.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you gotta know. Like you said, you gotta know and have a feel for your partner. Like, okay, things are not right. Okay, you're having an off day. What's going on? Just like baby, I pick up on all that.
Yep.
With baby, I'll be like, okay, something ain't right. What's going on? So, was that it? What was it?
Yeah. Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Don't get fired sneaking at work now.
Who's sneaking?
What's up, DJ?
She dope.
Okay.
Hey,
Somebody
Miss
else.
Nene.
DJ K Wild.
DJ K Wild.
When we got on live last night and she was DJing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you be in your basement? You like a little
Baby said she in the basement. I don't know. Oh man. I don't know, y'all. This 80-20 stuff is new. I've heard it, but I ain't never had to deal with it.
we don't do the whole 80-20. We don't never found out that one was given 80 and the other was given 20. We don't do that over here.
Larry says, so answer the question for me. And
Past relationship.
answer the question, in your past relationship, if you gave 100, why are you not with that person? Larry, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not in my past relationship because of something they done to me.
Right. I was
It
gonna say
ain't got
that.
nothing to do with me, you do it to them.
That's obvious, Larry. She gave 100 and the other person didn't.
Yeah.
So
I gave 100 and they
And
didn't.
at the same time, Larry, like I said before, we're not the same person as we were before. So where I was when I was 30, I'm in a totally different place now. I have grown. I have been through some shit, so I know what not to do in my 50s that the stuff that I did in my 30s or 20s. So it's all about growth, Larry. Come on, Larry.
Growth, Larry.
Come on, Larry.
Let's grow. Let's evolve. Stop bringing up past. We ain't talking about past here, Larry.
Then you never know, Larry, and also Larry, not picking on you, but you just never know what a person's been through. You see what I'm saying? Because somebody may not be with somebody because they passed away. So that's what happened to me. So you gotta be careful when you say stuff like that.
Yeah, Larry. My relationship didn't want to be with me because I was giving it 100. I was too good to be true. Don't nobody give
You say
everything.
we mutate. Hey, Concrete Rose.
What's going on, Concrete? I think you just so amazing, y'all. Make it just amazing. Thank you.
And we say that all the time, y'all. We're not saying that. I made burgers. Baby wanted burgers today. She didn't want chicken. But I say this, and I told her this the other day. we're two imperfect people that's perfect for each other. Okay? We're two imperfect people that's perfect for each other.
They put a smile. Hey, Miss Gal. Yes, y'all. And then again, we'll say again, these conversations that we have nothing to do with us.
We just seen something about 80-20
Yeah,
and she was like, you know what? We need to
We
talk
talk about these things. We like to have open discussion. A lot of the stuff that y'all talk about, I ain't never dealt with. I did the 80-20 rule. I ain't never had to deal with that. Even when I was married, I didn't deal with that kind of stuff. I gave it my all. That we go in at 100. That's how I look at it. So a lot of this stuff is new for me, and I'm learning just like the rest of y'all up in here. So,
But that's the whole deal. I mean, I know you guys always say how y'all make it work, but this is how we make it work for us.
yeah.
But it may not work for everybody else. There might be too much communication. What we deal with might be too much communication for the next person.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't. A lot
Just
of
too
people don't
much.
like to talk.
Yeah.
They don't like to communicate, and because some people feel like they telling them what to do or controlling, or it's not none of that.
Hey, Stack.
Hey, Stack. Hold it down for me right quick, baby.
Yes. And I get it, like you were saying, and like TLC was saying earlier, that no one's always going to give 100% at all times because we all have our bad days. Like I said, just know your partner. You just know your partner. As long as you're on the same page and you're communicating, everything should be good. Thank you. Hey Gail. Hi Gail. I have to tell baby, hey Carol. Makes it easy, help us. Yeah, and the thing about it is people forget, the age differences, that I'm 55, I'll be 56 in about a month, in December. And then baby's 51, so our ages come into play. So I think a lot of people forget that, that we've been through some stuff. Carol Mitchell on here.
I know. I spoke to her earlier.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. My apologies.
Yeah.
And then Gail's on here. She just chimed in.
Okay. Okay.
I remember Gail. That's why I said I can tell baby on.
Yeah. So, do y'all have any questions? We all right with y'all coming in as guest requests. We just ask y'all to be respectful and ask questions respectfully that have something to do with you, not us. And we are not licensed therapists. We're only speaking on experiences.
Right.
So you're more than welcome to come in and talk with us on the guest request.
I know who I want.
Hey, Kenya. Who you on? Yeah. She's not gonna come in here though.
She's not gonna come in here. I want her to prove us wrong. We can't say nothing.
Yeah, she ain't gonna come in here. She ain't bold enough to come in here. How to deal with conflict? We don't. We don't. We do.
A conflict?
Yeah, what conflict?
That's when we have our life coach help us out when we see things differently.
How do you? No. That's difference of opinion when we deal with her. That's difference of opinion.
Wouldn't that be conflict? Conflict. Okay. What's the different definition between? Oh, here we go. TLC.
Whatever.
Ready to chime back in?
She said
no. I was gonna say, what's the difference between conflict, then, and then what did you call it? Because I call it conflict only because
I said difference of opinion because you
conflict and
you think different
opinion.
than I do.
Okay,
so she had to come in and make me see it how you were seeing it,
and vice versa.
No. It was basically seeing how you were seeing it, because you saw it how I was seeing it. I just wasn't seeing it how you were seeing it, because I'm different.
How do you deal with living alone and the emptiness? Ooh. Well, see, because I'm a person prior to, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. I can be alone. I just don't like being lonely. And so you have to find...
Somebody say get a puppy. You know, my mama told me that about a while back in my 20s. She told me to get a dog.
I thought she told you that prior to you meeting me too, didn't she?
Yeah,
No?
she been telling me to get a dog.
Oh.
She had been telling me to get a dog.
Look.
So,
This is my first time living alone,
No,
and I'm
and
single.
it's a
Well,
good
and
thing.
you know what? And it's okay.
It's okay. It's a good
Because
thing.
you really get to find out sometimes
Find
you
out
get
some
surprised
stuff about yourself.
that you didn't know.
Yeah.
So, and it's not good to always have to have somebody around. You know, that you have to have somebody around. That's not good. You guys were so funny.
Hey, Nene, baby, what's going on?
Nene. How you doing?
I said, what you say? How do you, not YouTube, but how do you deal with grief and try to find some sort of balance? How did you do it?
With dealing with grief, I just allow myself
She
to
dealt with that. That's why she can answer it.
go with the process. I went through the process of how I don't let anybody else tell you how long you should grieve, how you should grieve, when you should grieve, because it's going to hit you at any given moment. It hits me a lot, especially when we're out and about, right? And
When we go to Chili's.
and IHOP, for some reason, I don't know. I want to start.
Waffle House.
I will have my moments.
Yeah.
But just don't let anyone tell you how you should go about your process. That's your journey. It's as screwed up as it sounds. That's your new norm. And I said, this is my new norm. It freaking sucks.
Yeah.
Before I met Babe.
Yeah.
But just, if you got to talk to somebody, you can, talk to somebody. Especially sometimes it's better that you talk to somebody who don't know you.
Yeah, and that was the case. I didn't know her. I knew you were dealing with death, of her dad. I didn't know that she was dealing with the death of her husband all in the same month. I didn't know that. And so when she said that I was listening and that I would listen to her and what did you say? How'd you say that? I was what you needed, and I didn't know.
You gave me everything that I needed,
and I didn't know,
not knowing that you were giving it to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and I let her grieve. I let her grieve because you don't have no time limit on grief. You just don't. I embraced that thing. I mean, because I wouldn't want to be in the position she was in. So. What else she got?
Yeah.
Hey, Diamond Peach.
DP, are you with me?
Hey. Wait, let's see who else in here. Hold on, y'all. They look like a child. No, they look like a child. Can't do it. Do you have any children? No. I have a godson. Let's see. What else y'all got?
Y'all notice anything different? Real quick. Other than that, I ain't gonna talk about my makeup. Y'all notice anything different today? Let's see if you know.
They see it.
Hey, Novi.
Oh, man. So, and again, y'all getting this guest request if your profile picture.
Look at
hey, baby girl.
Pumpkin, and then she said bye-bye.
Yeah. If y'all getting this guest request and y'all look like children, I'm not gonna click on it. We don't want to deal with no kids. So, Yeah, we're not gonna deal with no children. Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
That's Pumpkin.
Yeah.
What's up, Pumpkin? I haven't heard seen you in a minute.
we've been under the weather. She done got better. I'm still sniffing over here. So,
Roberta Anthony.
So hey, what's going on? From Columbus,
I
Georgia.
can't even see because blending in with your shirt.
I'm talking about eyeshadow. What other question y'all have? We probably messed it up. Can't wait to meet you guys. She said the same thing. Said she want to meet Jay. She joked. She said she can't wait to meet her. Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah, we just been. I had a cold, y'all. Okay. Then after a couple of days, passed it off to baby. Well, baby's not the type of person where she. It's been years since she's been sick. Even to have a common cold, she hadn't had a common cold. So her body didn't build up antibodies or whatever to fight her immune system to fight it off. As like I did within 3 or 4 days, she was still dealing with it a week and a half later, and it just took a moment because it hit her hard.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, she got through it, and she's getting through it.
Yeah.
Make sure my baby all right. When we shut it down, when we get off a line, she go back there, she take her shower, she get in the bed, and we chill up and we cuddle together and chill out.
Yeah. She make me not do nothing. So I don't do nothing.
While she getting other folks' lives last night. Y'all,
Making people cry.
She got into country comedians live last night and surprised him. And when I tell you, he cried. He's a big guy, but he cried like a baby. He said, I don't care. Y'all can say I cry like a baby.
I just wanted to surprise him. That's all.
Yeah.
I just wanted to surprise him and make his day. And he was just so humble and so loving. And, and I told her,
look like a kid.
I'd never seen a guy cry like that before. And it just like, wow.
Did you want to give him a chance? This is like a kid. I'm 50. Don't pass me up.
I know. I didn't. It's not in there.
No.
That's not the picture I seen when I clicked it on. Yeah.
So, he cried like a big baby. Cause he did like this. He was like, I'm so honored.
Yeah.
So.
But I like getting in and speaking. How do you deal with a man telling you he is married but separated and told you 7 months later? Woo, Sabrina Johnson. How do you deal with a man telling you he is married but separated and told you 7 months later?
I wouldn't continue with the relationship because you let 7 months go by without telling me this and giving me the choice to decide if I still want to be in a relationship with you. So no, he made the choice for you.
He took that choice away from you in the beginning. And it's something about when you don't trust that individual. Once that person makes you feel like you can't trust them, the relationship is doomed.
Somebody said run.
Yeah. Yeah. I say all the time, I will tell you, if a person is still connected to someone else, leave it alone until they're no longer dealing with that person. Because if you did, they're giving you excuses of why they still connected to that person. So while they're giving you excuses why they connected to that person, they're now having you connected to that person. And nobody's happy. Nobody's happy. So, that's all I got. That's all I got. Do not get into a relationship with somebody that's connected to somebody else. You will have to deal with their drama, that person's drama, y'all drama together, and your own drama. Mm-hmm. And it's just, you're just not happy. And ain't that much love to where you won't accept somebody putting somebody else where you should be in the first place.
Yeah. Worry about somebody else's stuff and you shouldn't even feel that. everybody's like Mount Olive pickles. They all looking at the pickles. Let somebody put you in that position.
Yeah.
I mean, where if I gotta like fight for your attention, then I'm not gonna fight for it. I'm just gonna sit back in the cut. He said, "That's right, swing."
What would you do if you found out your husband of 3 years gave you the ring? Gave you their ex-engagement ring.
That's wrong. That's wrong. Because it was meant for that other person. You don't think it's wrong?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Oh.
I would be giving it back to him.
Because it was meant, he picked that specifically out, not with you in mind, it was that other person. So when he look at that, he's not thinking about you. Why couldn't he have traded it in? Because you can trade the rings in, either upgrade or whatever it may be, or add a little extra to it, and trade it in and got you your own ring.
I know someone who is putting up with it because the man is financially secure. Then it ain't even about love. It ain't even about love, so. And that's why I be tripping on people. They ain't in these relationships for love. They in it for financial.
Yep. Right. The love and the commitment. Behold that ring.
It was not for you.
Right.
Why do people feel like they have to hide or lie about things in their relationship?
Because some people feel like, not saying it's okay, but to me, I'm thinking some people feel like, well, because then you're not going to accept them. And they probably figure out if they break it down to you once you start to have feelings for them, then, it's a lot harder for you to end it. That's the way I see how they would think.
Somebody said, where is that? How do you feel about being friends with your ex? An ex, baby, we would always say an ex is an ex for a reason.
They said no one is marrying anyone
for anymore. I guess
marrying friend. Well, hey.
She said it's hard to date now because you never know what you're getting. Bottom line, take it away.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Bottom line, they take away all of your choices. Yeah.
And the thing is, then you need to get to know that person. Now, if you start to feel some type of way, like say for instance, you're seeing somebody, you can ask all the questions in the world. It's up to that person to be honest with you. But if you have an inkling here, that intuition, if you have the inkling that something's not right with it, then I wouldn't pursue it any further.
Ronnie Long say, "Hey, do you ever argue? We have disagreements. We have misunderstandings. But you got to understand we're older. And, being at our age, you learn to talk things out. Young folk argue. Young folk do all that old foolishness." No one is marrying for love anymore. Yeah.
No, people are marrying for what you can give them. And that's the thing is, what happens when the stuff is gone, or if you lose the stuff? Because you marry people for stuff, you can always get stuff. Stuff is stuff. But what happens if they lose the stuff?
Tawana Boston says, "Why do people stay in relationships they know is not good for them?" Insecurity. Insecurity will make you do a lot of things. Insecurity will make you do things that you know you shouldn't be doing. I chalk it up to insecurity.
People are marrying for comfortability. Hey. Yeah. And I guess the thing is, if you both are okay with it, then I guess that's okay. Because some people, they have arrangements. Marriages, you know how it's an arrangement. So long as you're both on the same page, like that person know you're coming into it for this and they're coming into it for this, and hey, more power to you. I just know I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's again, that's them young folk with that foolishness. People in their 50s and 60s and 70s should know better. What about being a narcissist? Engaged to a 36-year-old man. I'm trying to how to spice it up. All I can tell you is do what you did to get him.
Yeah, and continue.
How do I come out to my parents? I tried, but all she did was say it was abomination. Everything the parents not going to accept. I mean, every parent is not going to accept your lifestyle, but it's not for them to accept. It's for you to be okay with it. Your parent lived their life. You have to live your own life. You should not, but some of us stay for insecurity, and yes, some marriages are arrangements.
Yeah.
Why should a person give somebody today at all, and they take for granted? They take it for granted. Yeah.
My question would be, though, then if it's an arranged marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going into it for this and person, and then what if you see somebody that you're really into? You know what I mean? Then what happens? Now you end up cheating.
Miss Nidhi said, I learned a long time ago not everyone will everyone will respect my lifestyle, but they do need to respect it. Yeah.
Right.
How do I get him to understand my past, to understand our future? That's so you're saying that your past is what I'm trying to say. Are you
So
trying
how do I get him to understand my past to understand our future? So your past is gonna dictate what your future is gonna be?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
My past was abusive. Oh. Okay.
But how does that play into your future?
I want to say
If you're no longer with that person.
But no, what I want to say, what she means is because she's so used to dealing with abusiveness, her new relationship, I understand what she's saying. I just can't put it into words. She's used to dealing with being abused or abusive relationship.
Okay.
Whereas a new relationship come in, she may pull herself off, or she may withdraw herself. That new relationship may not understand why she's So what you saying? If you say our relationship is amazing, no abuse, so what are you saying? Yeah, she might have triggers. That's what I was trying to say. She may pull back in that relationship, may not know.
Get that part. Well, first of all, you don't want to self-sabotage your relationship. So if you know this about yourself, you need to be able to talk to that person. And like you said, when you know there's those triggers, and for them to even recognize when those triggers, like with Babe, recognize when those, when you're having a moment or what have you, but you can't pull away.
She said, baby girl said it. She says she's going to use her past as a precautionary standard.
You can't do that, though. That's setting yourself up for it to fail already.
Wow.
I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. Would you? I mean,
she said, "Okay, thank you." I don't think it's setting itself. I feel like she needs to have the conversation.
Oh yeah.
With the individual. The individual have to understand where she is,
right.
But at the same time, don't use it as an excuse every time something don't go right or don't go your way.
Right.
You want to shy away or pull off.
Right. That's when I was saying. Then you're self-sabotaging your relationship if you do that. Yeah. So you have those when you have those triggers and you see those moments coming, or if that your partner see those moments coming, then you get together, y'all talk about it or whatever is going to bring you comfort. Then that's great. But at the same time, like you say, you don't want to use that as a crutch.
Yeah. What if there is an issue with children, difference in parenting, theirs and yours? And we talked about that.
I mean, are you guys married now? Are you guys in a relationship? Are you guys married now? Because then it ain't no theirs and yours.
Yeah.
So, but if you're dating,
they don't want to hear me because If I'm in the house and I'm taking care of the household, the children just gonna listen to what I gotta say. But baby saying no, if you ain't married, you let them people tend to their children, and you take that up with the adult. That's our difference of opinion. Whereas if the child is in the house that I'm paying for, I'm kicking his ass. That's just what it is. That's just what it's gonna be. And that's just what it is. I'm gonna get these hands.
It's just that I don't have children, but I just know when you see people how they are about their children, and I mean this is great to be a good parent and all, but I see how people are. And my kids don't nobody to, and see when the kid hears that though, when the kid hears that, then they already know who to play. I'm gonna play mom against this person or this person against mom. You know what I mean? It's not good to do.
I didn't have a problem with this. Ain't nobody else gonna have a problem with this. I'm just saying. I got my ass whooped by my stepdad. You should be able to get your ass whooped by me. Oh, I'm just saying.
I just know that. I just know that.
Oh, I'm so glad you ain't got no kids.
But at the same time,
glad you ain't got no kids, because I was gonna whoop their ass.
No, because you know what? And it's funny, me and Tony talked about that. But I told her, if I had children, I would have never dated.
Oh, damn.
No, I wouldn't have never dated.
Damn.
Until they got out the house. Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, my dad did tell me that that I would have made a hell of a parent.
Yes.
So I wouldn't have had to worry about all that.
No, she would let the child get away with whatever.
No, actually, no.
You said that
no.
with Kay.
No, it was vice versa. No, he said that. He's like, man, I would have had to. We would have all had to go over and stay at your dad's house.
Yeah.
Because they know, even though I am the way that I am, with children.
She's a wuss, y'all. She let the child get away with whatever.
No, I would not.
Yes, you do.
No.
You ought to see how you are with Anthony. And Anthony 13.
What I do with that? I didn't do anything.
No. I ain't do nothing.
No, I don't do nothing. All I do is just tell him. I just be like, just go in there and ask her. Go in there before you get in trouble. Hurry up. I just try to prevent him from getting in trouble.
Get these hands.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But other than that, I just try to prevent him from getting in trouble. But we do sit down and we have conversations with him.
Yeah.
Of what we expect and all that good stuff. So
kids do that, their biological parents too. Yes.
Oh yeah, play one against the other. Oh yeah.
I know it's none of my business, but are y'all married?
I need my nails done.
I see. What'd you say? Let me read this.
We almost had a whole TikTok wedding, y'all.
Could you possibly make non-parent leave if they're not being respected or supported? That it made my ass get around the corner. I got tired of it. I got tired of the foolishness.
Hey, Lynn.
Because I'm all about, raising. Mama always say all the time, when you're having these babies, you don't know what you're raising. And if I'm going to be a part of raising some child, I want to make sure that I'm doing the best that I can the way I was. I ain't trying not to be no bad person. Look at me, I'm very respectful.
Why do people compare you to other people that you used to talk to? I don't know. I don't know why people do that.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't. Because my thing is,
you need to be with that person.
Go back and be with them now.
Be with that person, yeah. Can I have that little big back? Hey, Queen.
Hey. Back at you.
I swing, you have to be careful about putting hands on other people's kids. No, I don't. That's why I ain't got no more. I'm telling you now, I don't let no child tell me what they can and what they ain't gonna do, and you ain't my mama and you ain't my dad. I'm gonna get this damn fist in their mouth. What's they gonna do? That's why I ain't got no. I ain't played in. I don't play
now.
now.
With Miss J now.
Yeah, I don't play with kids. I don't play with kids. I promise you, I don't play with. I don't care who kids they are. If you don't want your kids get their ass whooped, don't bring them around me. Cause I promise you, I'm gonna put my hands on them. That's what's wrong with people now. They got all these badass kids. You can't tell them nothing. You can't put your hands on them. And they run around cussing you out, and you the adult. Don't bring your child around me, cause I'm telling you, I'm putting my foot in their ass. I'm telling you. Don't bring your child around me. First, you better, yes ma'am. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care what you think about me. You better call me yes ma'am, no ma'am.
But if she sees, without bringing up an incident, when she see a kid doing something wrong, like in our area, like say we're all at a group gathering, like here at the house, whatever, and then she sees somebody else's kid doing, she gonna check them. Hey baby, don't. Hey, put that back where you found it.
Get your feet off the furniture. You ain't at your house.
Yeah.
Get the feet off the furniture. You ain't at your house.
She's not gonna leave it for the mama to say.
And somebody gonna holler about them going to jail. Guess what? I got $500 under the mattress right now. I ain't afraid of jail.
She said $500.
I ain't afraid of jail. You don't bring your children around me. You don't want their ass to be told nothing.
Is it as she should? I mean, that's the thing though. But people nobody wants you to say anything to their children. And what's so funny is I used to at the store, you know how you hear these kids just whining and crying? It's at the store, I do like this, I'd be like, and they'd be like,
we be walking down the aisle and she'll hear a child hollering. She'll be like, I'm tired of seeing. I'm like, baby, who the hell you raising your hand at? The cans? I'm tired of shut it up.
Shut that up. Leave that at the house.
I'm looking around, ain't nobody around but us, and I'm jumping because I know I ain't doing that.
I hear it a mile away. I don't like when I go to the grocery store, I want to hear all that hollering and carrying on.
Oh man, that's all I'm saying. I mean, you got a child that's in the back of us, and you being bad, and you kicking and you screaming, and I'm looking at you straight crazy. I'm looking at your mama and that child crazy.
I look at the mama. I look at the mama. Thank you.
So you can say something to mine and I'm not gonna get mad. I won't worry about it. I promise you I won't worry about it.
Usually in that majority of the times kids are gonna hear somebody else it's received differently coming from somebody else than their parents.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to take her, so they gonna sit their ass down somewhere.
Because my little cousin, she was swinging in the thing,
with her
and she put her foot on the refrigerator. Yeah. I said, baby, get your foot down. You ain't at home.
And she just kindly she moved and kept doing what she was doing.
Chair around, and she got down real slow, and she ain't come back around me either. But I love that my little cousin though. But somebody needed to tell her.
She loved her Miss J. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay, okay. I wondered if you saw that.
Oh, yeah.
But she had been kicking the
she had kept going around like that.
And I was like, wait a minute now. Oh, baby, you ain't at home. Put your feet down. I would say I was in preschool. Parents said they listened to me more than their parents.
Yeah. It's all in how you do it. And sometimes, like I said, they don't know how to take you, so they're not gonna challenge you. They're not gonna risk you, risk it. So they don't know how to take you. They're not gonna play with you like that.
I think kids should respect any adult that's trying to help them do better. You guys tell that to the parents. It's the parents. That's all I can say.
And it's like somebody said, it's the tone. Well, Miss J is the eyebrow.
Yeah, it's the look for me. Out of all the songs, what's y'all favorite?
Well, okay. So I'm gonna say I really don't. But one of my all-time favorite songs, or that we duet each other, would be Will Downing and
Rochelle Farrell.
Rochelle Farrell. Yeah. I love. Well, we tore that shit up, y'all. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah. Mine. I Love You by what's her name?
Nico Michael.
Yeah, that's our all-time favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But Charlie Wilson is my favorite. Charlie Wilson and Mary J. Blige is my favorite artist. I love those two. My girl is a dime. Yeah, my girl is a dime, y'all. That's it. What else y'all got? Our songs are great. Yeah. Do you have any meet and greets coming up? No, we don't.
No, we did a meet and greet last year.
Do you stop your what you say? Do you stop your partner from bringing up? They keep messing up. Bringing up your ex. I don't understand the question. Ask the question again. Oh, how do you stop your partner from bringing up your ex?
Why are they bringing up your ex?
Why they feel like it's okay to bring up their ex?
Well, first of all, you giving them a reason to bring up your ex.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the question.
Yeah. I tell them to go over there. Go back over there. That's how you stop them from talking about it. You send their ass back over there.
Wait a minute. They said, how do you stop your partner from bringing up your ex? Not their ex, yours.
Nah, I don't know this shit.
So that's what I'm saying. So is she doing something for them to bring it up?
Well,
or do they just feel
comfortable,
threatened or some type of way? Bringing them exes can cause trouble.
Yep. Well, not so much. It depends on what is bringing when they bringing them up for. What the conversation about.
Now, if you be like, I remember when Tony one time. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, there's a problem.
Yeah, right. Do it again, right? Do it again.
I remember one time Tony, he...
The hell you looking at up there? Oh, man. What's that mean?
Be reminiscing. They be out getting all happy. Yeah. Yeah, you go right back on over there to Tony.
What's going on, Mish? How you doing, Misha? Mish, we talking about the 80-20. Mish, we talking about the 80-20 rule. What you think about the 80-20 rule, Mish?
We say whatever the ex had
passed away and someone
was telling them the bad news.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I
don't know.
Yeah, we still talking about the 80-20. Hey,
80-20 is some bull.
Yeah. I just never had to deal with the 80-20. I just knew I don't understand it. They ain't trying to understand it. But some of y'all deal with the 80-20. I just want to know how y'all get through it. So, you mourn and keep moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, just say, I'm sorry to hear, but...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I believe in the 80-20.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in no. It's just two of them that said that. I don't believe in it either.
They said that's a bunch of BS.
I have zero tolerance for it. Okay. I just don't understand where people get it from. Who came up with that?
Beck.
What you say?
Beck.
Who?
Beck.
Who's Beck?
Becky, baby. Becky, Karen and them.
Baby say Karen and them. Oh, man. Look, somebody said a man. Oh, man. 80 is better than 20 is bad.
How did Jill Scott say?
What'd you say?
How did Jill...
Turn it to your 20.
Oh.
I gotta go back and watch that though, cause Jill Scott.
Did she say that when she was in the bathroom?
Yeah, she went on. She went off when she was talking about the 80-20. I need to watch that again. We're gonna watch that tonight. Can we
Okay.
watch that tonight? Yeah. What was that? That was on Why Did I Get Married 1 or 2?
2.
I think it was
It was 2.
the 2? Okay.
Was that 2? Was it 2 or 1 where she was in the bathroom? I could have sworn it was the 2.
When she talked about the 80-20. Baby. 1. Everybody's saying 1. Okay.
1? Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna watch it when we leave y'all.
Miss Nene, get in here, Miss Nene. Go do the guest request, Miss Nene. Now, Miss Nene, can you come in here and talk to me and Miss J? Oh, are you afraid? Are you afraid to come talk to Miss?
Prove me
Miss
wrong.
J?
Prove me wrong. Come on.
Miss Nene, yeah, I'm talking to Miss Nene. Miss Nene, I'm talking to you.
Come on, Miss Nene. Come
You
on.
afraid to get in here to do the guest request and come in here and talk to us? She ain't saying
Please.
nothing. She ain't saying nothing.
Janet Jackson was crazy in 2. Hey, don't talk about my Janet. I'm a...
She ain't saying nothing.
Maybe she went to put on her lip.
She stopped talking.
She went to put on her lip gloss. I'm gonna put on my lip gloss when I come back, Miss Nene. I expect you to be in a little box in the corner.
Miss Nene, come on, Miss Nene. She said, you say Janet, you said I don't look camera appropriate. I will tomorrow. She said she don't look camera appropriate. In other words, she said she's scared. Woo! Come on, Miss Nene, don't leave us hanging like that. She ain't coming. She's scared. She's scared. Yeah, I called out.
Here I come.
She ain't coming in, baby.
Why?
She's scared.
Why?
She's scared. She don't want to talk to Miss Swing and Miss J. I promise I will tomorrow. We ain't trying to hear you. We trying to see you right now.
And I wouldn't put on my lip gloss. $8.99 lip gloss.
She say I'm not dressed. We're not looking at your body. We're looking at your face.
Okay, what
Your
you doing?
face right here.
Yeah, come on.
Stop that, Hazel.
What? What are they talking about? They talking about Janet?
Yeah, Hazel
What they say
being
about
mean.
Janet?
Stop being mean, Hazel.
What did she say about Janet?
No, she didn't say nothing about Janet. Tyler needs to do 3 so Janet can have more screen time with the Rock. Aww. Remember when the Rock came on the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to do a 3. Oh, Why Did I Get Married 3? Just anger the camera, you'll be alright. She ain't getting on, Cindy. She's scared.
I'm not your friend anymore.
What's going on, Nola? Miss J Swing, when are you going to do some video?
Maybe tomorrow.
I did a video. I did 2 of them today.
Yeah, the one that we did today. I mean,
I love you guys. Stop. Scary. Scary. She's scared.
we don't bite.
How about Papa was a Rolling Stone? Have kids all up in the neighborhood. Ooh.
Not in the
Have
neighborhood.
kids all in the neighborhood. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh yeah, still trying to adjust to my move to Florida to Texas. Okay. Okay, what's going on, June girl?
Perfect time of year though. This is the fall.
Yeah, love your version of Neo Moon. That's the day the sun goes down on my side of town.
Thank you. The shirts are complimentary from Nadacious.
Yeah.
Nadacious, thank you for the shirts.
Yeah,
Not
we-
only did she give us a shirt, I wore the white one yesterday. Baby wore her purple one yesterday, and then she gave us matching.
Let's see, back then they tolerated the men doing that. What I don't get is, but they kept it secret. The children had to suffer the consequences of the actions that they was allowing things to go on back then. That's what got me. That's what get me. You know, and the sisters and brothers and cousins being together and they don't know they together. And
Exactly.
You gotta stop them. You gotta stop them from hanging out because you don't want the secret to get out.
Right.
Man. Oh, man. I have been trying to get your sizes. I wear large. She wears a small. So what's the topic of the 80-20 rule? The 80-20 rule. Do you deal with it? Have you had to deal with it? What's your definition of it? Will you tolerate it today in this day and time? I want to pickle. Yeah.
We talked about that too. Secrets can destroy a family. We talked about that
yesterday. Yeah. And they seem to like it's okay. That foolishness is okay. It's not okay. Them kids got to grow up and deal with that, and then that stuff is generational. It may not bother you, but it's gonna bother your kids.
and all because now you embarrassed.
Yeah.
It ain't about you anymore, especially when other people are involved. So a lot of people, they're embarrassed because they don't want their children to think less of them.
Man, they keep forgetting them kids got to grow up. Them kids don't stay babies. They don't stay babies. You know, what'd you say? My daughter called her friend dad. Wait a minute, hold on. What'd you say? My daughter's friend caught her dad cheating and he had to bribe her. He had to come out of his pocket. That's not right, Shelley. That's not right. You should have told your daughter not to be bribing her. She ain't no better than him. Yeah, I said it. She ain't no better than him. If you allow your child to, no, that shit ain't right. That ain't right. And I'm saying it ain't right. Everything shouldn't be kept a secret. What you say? Everything shouldn't be kept a secret. I'm telling if something jumps out.
But she said, not my daughter, her friend.
Exactly. I'm telling you, you should tell your daughter to tell her friend. You gotta also understand the kind of company your daughter is keeping. If your daughter keeping that kind of company, that's saying that she allowed that stuff. You need to let your child know that is not right, it's not acceptable, and you shouldn't be okay with it. That even though that's her friend, but I'm sure y'all gonna say that's none of my business. And when people say that's none of my business, that's saying it's okay. You don't want to have no parts of it. So I'm just saying, I'm just saying, you know.
Your daughter should encourage.
Yeah.
What Swing's saying is encourage your daughter to encourage her friend, not okay that behavior.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be around nobody like that.
Take care of that.
I wouldn't want to be around nobody like that. Because if you allow it, then that means if it's something that happened to me, you will allow it. What you did? Ain't nobody down there. Ain't nobody, don't say no guest down there.
No. I was telling you to take care of that because that's the second time.
Oh, which one?
Oh, right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I didn't, some of them things I be ignoring. And then I need to I be seeing it. There you go. Let's see. You said I didn't know until years after. Oh. Okay. Well, Shelly, you see how I am, Shelly. You can't be telling me I be going off, Shelly. Shelly. So you can mess you up mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Yes. And it take a long time trying to get it back right. Trying to get back right. Oh, man. So.
Y'all like our matching unks?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all. Those of you just chiming in, we talking about the 80-20 rule. How many of y'all still deal with the 80-20 rule in 2021? How many of y'all still deal with that foolishness in 2021? Whew, I still say if you laying next to the person next to you and you can't stand to lay next to them, you in the wrong relationship. No, can't and won't. That's what I'm talking about. What is that rule? I don't know, Emily Howard.
Supposedly, we just know there's 80-20. Somebody ain't pulling their weight. Or somebody ain't pulling their weight, or they coming in at 20%, and we just like, it's just not, I don't know. We don't know.
Nigel, you keep saying get a husband. We both had them. So now what? We both had husbands, so now what? Okay, come with something else. What else you got?
Maybe you should get a husband.
No, I want her to come with something else. That's the thing. When people come in here and don't know you and don't know your life and don't know your history, don't know your story, you ought to feel like this small right now.
All eyes are on you.
We both had husbands, so now what? Come with us. So what else you got? Woo! Oh man,
201 in here.
it's always that one. Always that one. Oh, it's always that one that wants to be seen. Like Briefcase say, sit down somewhere.
Okay.
Trying to
You
get
messing
popped.
around and get popped.
Oh man. So, what else we got? What else we got? Let me have a swing. What'd you say? Let me have a swing. Go. Don't mind clapping back on. Stop that, June girl. Don't you wish you could
Tim and reach out and touch,
snatch that damn
like old girl said, give him a 2-piece.
Who said that? Leo baby. Leo baby. Yeah. Oh,
They don't
man.
know. They don't know Mish.
Oh man. So what else y'all got? With the biscuit. I see. When you think that 20% of someone new is better than the 80% that you have.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's been repeated, so I'm starting to get it that, unfortunately it's resulting in someone going outside the relationship thinking that 20 is better than the 80% that they got at home. Once they figure out over here that the grass isn't greener on the other side, then that's when they want to come back over here and learn to appreciate what they have. But sometimes, to me, it's going to be too late. I mean, because why would you even accept 20 over 80?
Well, then it's too late.
That's what I'm saying. Because now you're 80, she going to end up finding her 100.
How long would you say? Wait a minute. How long is a person supposed to be in a committed relationship to a person before they get married? That's on the person that's in the relationship.
Yeah, that's on case
Y'all
by
supposed
case.
to talk about that and have discussed that throughout the relationship.
Yeah, that's case by case. Some people can do long engagements, which to me defeats the purpose, because you still dating. You're doing long engagements. My thing is, why? Like Baby said, you have to discuss that.
Yeah.
You do. You have to say.
I mean, when you get in these relationships, do y'all discuss, say, hey, what's your goal? What's your plan?
Like, do you plan on getting married? Do you want children?
Yeah. Or do you get in a relationship and then be with them 3-4 months and then decide to ask, do you plan on getting married? Do you want kids? And then you find out, no, they don't want to be married. No, they don't want kids. And you didn't waste the 3 months with them, and now you got to figure out how to get out of a relationship that you done jumped your ass in without asking these questions first. I'm just saying. Huh? Oh, man.
Basically, you gonna jump your ass in.
I'm just saying, you gotta have these. But I don't understand why people don't have the discussion no more. Why they don't talk? Why they don't ask these questions and find out?
Jumping in bed with each other.
Huh?
They're too busy jumping in bed with each other.
But there you have it. My fiance ended our relationship 2 weeks ago, got engaged April 21 and still wearing a ring. Why? If y'all ended it, why are you still wearing a ring?
What happened?
She said they ended the relationship 2 weeks ago. Got engaged in April 2021. I'm still wearing the ring.
Why are you still wearing the ring?
Yeah.
And who called off the engagement?
Oh.
Because here I go about this ring. Y'all gonna be mad at me.
Don't be mad at my baby.
Who called off the engagement?
Melt that ring into something else. Oh, how do you feel about it? What? How do you feel about poly? I think it's a new 80-20. I really want to know what y'all think. I don't know what a poly is. What's that? I'm old. I'm old.
Why are you wearing
I'm 51. I don't know what that is. You're going to have to explain
Why are
it
you
to
wearing
me.
it? She ended it. If she ended the relationship, then she should get a ring back. If she ended the relationship, she should get that engagement ring back. To me, it's about the ring. It's not so much about the relationship. It's about the ring.
Married to more than one person. What the hell?
That's what do you call them people who married to one?
I don't
two or
know.
more wives.
All I know.
A polygamist. They're polygamists.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm old school. I believe in being married to one person at one time. So all this other stuff y'all talking about, that's beyond me. That's over there. That's over there, around them parts over there. I ain't nowhere around there. I believe in one. I'm a one woman. Hey, Eyes. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
She proposed to me. I have the ring.
I know, but who called off the engagement is what I'm asking.
She said she did. Not she did, though. The
other person did? Oh, okay. But if she asked for the ring back, you should give it back to her. Because what people don't understand is
Wait, no,
because
If you buy somebody something, it's a gift.
No.
We had this discussion last night.
Yeah, right. And you're going the wrong way with it already.
If it's a gift,
ma'am.
if I buy you this soda,
no, that's different.
No,
Yes, it is. I'm gonna break it down to you.
No, wait.
Are you sure you want to go here?
Come on, baby.
No.
I buy you this soda.
That's different.
I get mad at you or I break things off with you. I ain't gonna ask you for this soda
Okay,
back.
let me explain to you, and in the court of law, I'm explaining it to you guys as well. If I ask you to marry me, right? That's a verbal contract. Okay? Yes, it is. You okay? You said, yes, I will marry you. It's a verbal contract. So I give this ring as a...
Don't take it out.
No. I give this ring as a symbol of our engagement.
Okay.
To get married.
Okay.
When anybody calls that off, that binding contract has been broken.
Okay.
So whoever bought the ring, if I buy you a ring and I say I want to marry you, that we're going to get married, and you say yes, because this is a symbol of us, a contract, verbal contract to get married.
Right.
Now we're not getting married. If I ask for my ring back, you're supposed to give me the ring back. Yes, indeed.
I ain't doing it.
Because the verbal contract has been broken.
You not buy me a ring and then decide not to be with me.
No, that's not the reason why I bought it. I bought it with the promise to get married.
Right.
And if it's called off,
it ain't my fault you called it out.
No, you don't know who called it off. I'm just saying, but if I ask for my ring back, you should give that ring back. Now, to me, if you fight about giving the ring back, that means that you made it all about the ring, not about the relationship.
Check this out, though.
I don't care what y'all say.
Why would you want to buy a ring that you may possibly ask for it back?
No, that's not how you go into it. Something happened along the way that caused the event not to happen.
Right.
Whether it be
but
that
you bought it as a gift.
A gift.
My thing is if you buy me a gift
to get married.
Okay, you buy me a gift to get married. And we decide not to get married, and then you want your ring back.
Then
that was never a gift in the first place. Why would you buy me a gift that you never planned on me being a gift to give to me in the first place?
That's why you would end up in court and you will be on Judge Judy and getting cussed out.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Because that's the way that they look at it in court. It's all about that's a verbal contract for an event to take place. If that event doesn't take place, whoever paid money because it was a verbal contract for us to end in result in marriage.
Right.
Okay? It's not about I give you this ring and you keep this ring.
But it's not legal binding until you sign on the dotted line.
No, it's legal binding when you told me yes, I will marry you.
No,
that's a verbal agreement.
No,
okay.
It's a verbal agreement, but it's not binding. It's not binding
I'm
until
not playing with you.
Get
TLC.
on the thing.
Get TLC on the freaking line. Aaliyah, call your mama.
I'm just saying.
Aaliyah, call your mama and tell her
I
to get
can't
on
read the
one.
careless word. All the y'all know it's my shirt, y'all. It's blended in.
Sis, what?
She said she can't read the comments because it's blended in with my shirt.
Oh,
I'm just saying, y'all. When the ring goes on the finger, it's
you
still
can't take the shirt off?
no. I'm not
okay.
taking my shirt
Okay,
off.
okay. But it is blending in, babe, real bad. You can't see the comment.
Why the world? There y'all go.
No.
Now can y'all see?
No, because now we can't see you. Turn it back.
I'm a peep in here.
No. Because then we can't see you.
We don't argue. Y'all, this is all this discussion. We don't argue.
Y'all been arguing. I can tell. No, you can't.
Let's say switch places. Let's switch places.
Oh, okay.
And blend in with your shirt.
Let's switch places.
How about that, y'all?
Is this better, you guys? Can you read it now?
That's better, y'all?
Yeah, it's better. I can read it too. Okay. No, we're not. We don't argue. We talk like this, but because baby doesn't like to hear it. But I mean, it's true.
If you don't say I do, give me back a ring unless I say
You can keep it. That's the way the law's gonna look at
I'm
it.
saying, y'all.
That's the way the court's gonna look at
But
it.
it's a
though.
gift. You can't buy me something with the intent of taking it back because it don't work.
It's not a Christmas gift like I buy you a robe and ask for it back. That's different. It's legal buying. It's a legal.
That hurt my feelings.
Baby, that would not happen with
I don't
us.
know that ain't gonna happen with us, but I don't want it to happen
We already
to nobody
know.
else.
We
I don't want it to happen
married.
to nobody else.
But well, that's what's gonna happen, unfortunately. Right? It's good
I'm
discussion,
just-
not an argument. Yeah, y'all. Huh?
They'll get beat up. That's what I say. But why you want to buy somebody a ring with the intent of giving it back?
It's not a gift.
It's not
Give
a
the
gift.
ring back. See,
Swing is
purple is right. Oh, that's my new name.
Swing isn't it a bracelet? All I'm saying is y'all can give gifts if you gonna give it back. It's not a gift.
It's not a gift. I mean, it's a gift, but it's a gift with the intent of getting married.
Yeah.
Okay, if it doesn't result in marriage, no matter who broke it off.
Let me ask this question. You buying the ring for the individual that you're gonna marry, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all in turn not get married.
Right.
You want the ring back.
Right.
My question is, what you gonna do with a ring? Give it to somebody else like
no.
a girl?
Well, heck,
Or like a
that's
girl
none of
find out that the ring was initially for somebody
I
else?
understand that, but that's none of your business what they do with it.
Oh.
It wasn't your business how much they paid for it or how they was going to get it paid for it. It's not your business what they do with it. And that's the thing is because it happened to a high school friend of mine. He bought this nice rock for this woman.
Lord.
And basically, I think she cheated or whatever, right? So he called it off. And she didn't want to give him his ring back. He worked for the
Because he bought it for her.
police department. No, but she cheated.
But he still bought the ring, but it don't matter if she cheated or not. He bought that ring for her.
With the intent to
But
get
he
married.
still bought it for her.
To get married.
But he bought it for her.
So she broke the contract. So you give me the ring back.
He still bought it for her. He still bought that ring for her.
What?
That's all I say.
I understand the gift.
They got a judge on here.
I understand the judge gonna say it's a gift, but I bet you the judge gonna tell you it's a verbal contract to result in marriage.
Do they have a
Result
judge
in
on
marriage.
here? Do they
Now,
have a judge on here? Any judge on here? Tell us if they got any judge on here. We trying to see. No swing. Let's agree to disagree.
Right.
All I'm saying is they bought the ring.
the ring goes back.
The
Exactly.
ring needs to stay with the individual that did. No.
Because then now to me you just letting me know that you just was in it for the ring.
No.
Then you should not
bought
matter.
it.
I would not
If you
want
bought
the
me
ring.
this, baby, if I give you this ring right here
No, that's
as a gift,
no.
with the intent of whatever,
No, with the intent to get married is what we're talking about. We're talking about marriage.
right?
We're not talking about. That's not what we're talking about. Just to be given is with the intent to get married. So my thing is, if you want your ring back, I will gladly give you your ring back because to me,
Why
it's
y'all
not
want
about.
rings to give rings back, y'all?
Well, that's not but that's not the intent of giving the ring with thinking that you're going to get it back. It just did not work out. It's best to find out now before you ended up getting married.
Look at them. Let me tell y'all, 180, 90, 80 y'all in here.
Somebody said Indian giver.
Don't buy nobody no ring if you want it back if the relationship don't work. Don't buy nobody a ring. Buy them a necklace or something. That's more prone to ask for that back than to ask for a ring. I'm just saying. What's wrong? That being an Indian, exactly. I told that to what's her name last night.
I tell y'all what. Don't accept no ring.
Okay, you say while wear the engagement ring, you're no longer engaged.
Exactly.
But it was a gift.
But it was the intent to get married. You're no longer engaged, so why are you keeping a ring? That's letting me know that this individual is in it about this. It's all about this. It wasn't about the relationship. You're in it for stuff.
What'd you say when my ex-husband asked me to marry him again, I bought him a baseball bat? I'm confused. So give the ring back. Yeah.
I don't know what I started. Let's change the subject, y'all. I don't know why I started this.
I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe the lady's still grieving the relationship. Well, you know what? That's not healthy though. To continue to wear the ring. That's still not healthy.
Wear the ring. I wouldn't say wear it. I'm just saying don't ask for something back that you bought from me.
But it's
a conditional gift. Yes.
No, actually,
G-Bird,
it's not. No, it's not.
G-Bird, you right. It's a conditional gift. Since I got to get it, it don't work out, and I got to give it back to you.
You know what?
You right, G-Bird.
G-Bird, you are right. And you broke the conditions, then give the damn gift back.
G-Bird, I'm with you. Give me some.
Don't let G-Bird get you in trouble. Give back my burger.
No. It's in my stomach.
You know what? And at the same time, you didn't even ask for the extra one.
I didn't.
See?
But I'm slowly getting my appetite back. That's all.
Give me a kiss.
I love you.
My baby.
My baby.
It's my baby.
Yeah. Hey, Riri!
Hi, Riri!
Riri! If somebody bought you a ring and the relationship didn't work, then you gonna get them that ring back, or you gonna keep the ring? Now my baby girl says she gonna keep the ring. I know that's what she gonna say.
Let's see.
You gonna keep the ring? You gonna keep the ring, or you gonna get a ring back? The hell you gonna get? This is get engagement gift and engagement ring.
Well, that's not right to sell it, Higgs. That's not right either.
Don't take.
Do the right thing.
No, the ring is mine. Exactly, Sarah. If the condition is broken, it should be.
It is.
G-Bird, I ain't trying to hear you. She left the engagement ring, not just it's the. I'm going. Man! She said, who is it? There go.
Let's see.
Let's see what Nene say. I had to say you were scared for you to get up in here. I had to say you were scared for you to get up in here.
Wait, put my lipstick on. Hi, guys.
Hi, Nene.
It's good to see you guys. I love you guys.
Good to see you.
Nene,
Yeah,
did you get the ring back, Nene?
Yeah. No, she wouldn't
yes.
look. No, she wouldn't look at it.
Wait, no. I mean, yes, I would give it back if they wanted it back, but I'm gonna be honest. I was engaged at one time.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the ring, but that's because they didn't want it back.
Yeah, that's why I said if some people don't want the ring back,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but then some people, like my friend, he paid a lot of money for that ring.
Right.
He wanted the ring back because she cheated, and she should have gave him the ring back. But she,
No, I believe she should. I believe you definitely should in that situation. But there
not a
are other
gift.
situations.
It's not a gift. You give it back.
It's not. It's not. It was meant for the commitment. It had a meaning behind it. So I get it. I get it.
So it's not a gift.
I get it.
but it's not. There's with conditions though. The condition that we get married. If we break that and we say we're not going to get married, if the individual who paid for the ring, if they ask for it back, you should gladly give it back.
Right. And in my, like I said, in my situation, I said, you want the ring back? And they was like, no. So, I mean, I kept it,
Yeah.
but yeah, if we're not going to be committed and we're not going to be together, then I guess I should.
In the first place, with the intent of not knowing if you're going to be together, why buy the ring in the first place?
Well, I get it. but you got to get that. Rings cost a lot of money, Swing.
Yeah.
She's a lot of money behind them
Got
rings.
the Cracker Jack box.
Exactly. True, they half of them still paying for it.
Yeah. True. See,
They still paying for it. They ain't even paid off yet.
Why would they want you to keep a ring that they're still paying on, and you didn't follow through with the commitment?
But then you gonna give it to
Yeah.
somebody else.
No, they can go. Like I said,
No.
I don't even know these days. They can go and trade that in and upgrade it.
To give
Yes,
to
I
somebody
used to
else.
work.
No, they're gonna upgrade it.
I used to work for K Jewelers, so I know about it.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. Okay.
You can just
I see you put
upgrade
your
that thing.
on and stuff.
I did this for y'all. I was looking like crazy, like somebody grabbed I had my hair. Look, I had my hair pin curled up. If y'all know about the pin curls, and I had a bonnet on. I was cleaning the kitchen. I said, "Oh Lord!" I said, "Oh Lord!"
We feel special.
Well, thank
You guys are special.
for us and with us.
Thank you for having me. I feel so shy.
Well, you know what?
wait.
I even pointed to your name. I said, "That's who I want to get in here." And she's like, "She ain't gonna do it." I said, "I hope she proved me wrong."
So now, Nene, let me
hope
ask you this, Nene. What do you think about the 80-20 rule?
Oh yeah. So the 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. So yeah, a lot of people go out looking for that 20 because they think the grass is greener on the other side. That person can be a phenomenal person that they're with, but they're lacking one thing, okay? And they think they can go out and get that one thing, but really what you had at home is perfect. Y'all could have talked through that thing and y'all could have worked through it. Like for me, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm a great person. I do a lot of things, but there's one thing I don't like to do. I don't like to cook. I'm gonna be real with you. But wait, I will cook. I didn't say I can't. I will, but that's not my favorite thing. But look, I can clean the house. I can wash clothes. I can organize. I can take care of the finances. I'm really good with all of that kind of stuff. I can do that, but I don't want to cook every day. So when I date someone, I usually deal with someone who likes to cook, or, I just said it in the beginning, like, this is not something I like to do. So I lucked up with the person I'm talking to now. Yeah. They like to cook. Perfect. But I can do everything else. I just don't want to be in that kitchen every day. But if you're starving one day, I'll fry you a piece of chicken. But what I'm saying is they could easily go out that 20% and go look for a woman who is going to cook every day. But is she going to do everything else?
Exactly.
Is she going to deal with your ups and downs? Is she going to deal with the stresses? Is she going to deal with your mood swings? Is she going to do all of that?
Right.
Probably not.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's see that. I'm with you on that one. Like, is cooking really that serious as opposed to all the other stuff that you give? And that's
right.
That's why some people kind of snap when their partner cheat on them, because they're like, I did all this for you and you left me for the.
Oh wait, what?
I wish I would.
Wait a minute. I was like, what happened?
What's over there?
Like, what happened this day? But yeah, I just feel like, the grass is not always greener on the other side. She may just do that for you, but there's a whole lot of other things that you're going to be missing out on. Yeah. So you might as well work it out and talk to me and we can get through that thing. Right, that's how I feel.
Aww.
So grass ain't always greener, honey.
I appreciate you coming in, Miss Nene.
Thank you for having me.
For us.
Yeah.
And look, and they about to go right back up and put my bonnet back on.
All right, baby girl, we appreciate it.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
That was
I appreciate that coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
Hold on.
All right.
What happened?
I forgot we was on the screen. I was about to grab.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Nene, for coming in. Well, at least I understand it her way. When she says about
Hey, Mama Val.
the ring. Hey, Mama Val. When she talks about the ring. Okay, I get it. I guess I get it. A gift is a gift is a gift. My thing is, don't buy me a gift if you're going to take it back. So, I'm just saying. Hey, Mama Val. Whew. Miss Nene came in. Miss Nene came through. That's what Miss Nene came to swing keeping that ring. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for coming through, Miss Nene.
Shoot, she ain't got to worry about giving back the ring. Because her ass says she do and she did.
Woo! I ain't going nowhere. See, I wear this thing faithfully.
You said when, babe?
Paperless.
Oh, you're more than welcome. We appreciate you so much.
Yo.
Mama Val, what you know about the 80-20 rule?
Yeah, Mama Bear, come in here and tell us about the 80-20. Miss Mama Bear, come tell us about the 80-20. What you think about the 80-20 rule, Mama Bear? Just I heard that swing. What you heard? Not as long as Denzel and Paulette. There you go. Somebody must have asked how long
Thank
we've
you.
been together.
Thank you for
Thank
answering
you for whoever
us.
said that. I said, over and over, ain't getting mail back unless you buy it again.
I wish I could catch you guys more often. Well, it will be regular more often. It's just that she's been under the weather, so it was kind of a hit and miss. But she's getting back into the swing of things.
Mama Bear, we're asking, what's your take on the 80-20 rule? Do you believe in the 80-20 rule? I don't believe in the 80-20 rule. I just don't.
At first, I ain't never heard. Thank you. At first, I ain't never heard of the 80-20 rule. But we're gonna go back and watch the movie.
Yeah. Be cute.
That's weird.
Let's
They
see.
come through, Mama Val.
Mama Bear probably typing. What movie? What's love got to do with it?
No.
No. Why they get married?
Why'd I get married?
I believe in 50-50 rule.
No 50-50.
It's all 100% over here. Yeah.
And we know you're not going to give because nobody's perfect. So nobody's going to give 100% at all times. But I need you to give me your all.
All.
You know what I'm saying? 50, you don't going to give me half? No.
Let's see. There's no such thing as age limit, maybe 80 pool rule. Yeah, 100% SCR. Hey, DC!
They said once we watch the movie again, we should discuss it. We can do that.
Mama Bear said I have no rules. That's not, there you go, Mama Bear. If y'all don't know, then get it not as long as Denzel and Paulette. Oh, man. Yeah.
Apparently they don't know. But now
Nothing
they
but
know.
100 and 100 here. That's what I'm talking about.
Hola. Aloha. Excuse me, not hola. Aloha.
Yeah. And mahalo. Wait.
Mahalo.
Mahalo means thank you. Mahalo means thank you. As to Roger P. Henson from the movie Acrimony.
I've never seen that.
You never seen it? I seen it, but I can't remember. I wasn't all into it.
No, to treat
Yeah.
you equally. Oh.
It depends on what the 20% was missing. Wow. Okay. Well, give me all or nothing. That's what I'm talking about,
Right.
Vincent. Songbird. She said, watch it. Mahalo means thank you. Okay. Mahalo. Did I do it right? That's how you do
You're supposed to
it?
say aloha.
Did I do it right? Mahalo?
Dun, 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 dun.
Do everything equal. Yeah, me and my partner, my brother said me and my partner do everything equal.
Okay.
You should tell Fred put that movie together in 5 days. It wasn't his best. Okay. Hey, Becky.
Hey, Becky.
Yeah. You ready to get off, baby, so I can go lay down? I'm tired. I don't feel good.
Okay.
I don't
You did
lay
too much
down.
today?
Yeah. I moved around too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
She moved around too much, y'all. We appreciate y'all though so much.
Eee. Hey, Brandy Young. I'm okay. I'm just getting myself better. That's all.
Yeah, she sometimes can overdo it.
Sinuses, y'all. Sinuses ain't no joke.
Dun 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 dun. Ain't no joke. Oh.
Baby, they're jumping around. She happy. She back together. Hey, G baby too.
I appreciate you guys just chiming in and
having a good old jolly old time.
Participating in our conversation and our shenanigans, going back and forth. You know how we do.
I still say, don't buy me no ring that you gonna ask for back. Don't buy me no gift that I got to give back to you. It ain't a gift if I got to give it back. That's all I say. So when y'all mail stuff in the mail, don't think I'ma mail it back.
I'm not your friend anymore.
Yeah, sinus ain't no joke. Yeah. Sinuses ain't, man, my sinus is kicking my butt. Woo, take care of your baby, Miss J. Yeah.
Big baby.
Yeah. So.
You see, that's called the Indian giver.
Yeah. Hey, well, tell them about it, baby.
All right, you guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow.